In the early 2000s, whispers spread through the welterweight division. A quiet, polite Canadian fighter was entering the cage, but beneath the humble smile was something terrifying. George St-Pierre wasn't just another contender. He was a predator masked in civility. His opponents described the eerie calm before facing him, as if stepping into a storm they couldn't escape. Each jab, each takedown, was like the tightening grip of a phantom hand, dragging them deeper into darkness. The Broken King. The first nightmare came against Matt Hughes. St-Pierre, young and ambitious, was humbled, caught in an armbar that snapped his dreams like brittle bones. For a moment, it looked like the monster inside him had been slain. But horror thrives on resurrection, and Georges returned, sharper, stronger, and colder. When he finally avenged Hughes, it wasn't just a fight, it was an execution. The old king fell, and a new shadow reigned. The curse of the belt. With gold around his waist, St-Pierre became a hunter, cursed to endlessly defend his throne. Every challenger, Josh Koscheck, John Fitch, BJ Penn, Nick Diaz, Carlos Condit, Jake Shields, walked in with fire in their eyes, only to have it extinguished by Georges' suffocating aura. He didn't just beat them, he drained them. Opponents spoke of the despair mid-fight, realizing no matter how much they struggled, the phantom would smother every breath, control every limb, and erase every hope. The Darkest Night. In 2007, another nightmare struck. Matt Serra, a heavy underdog, unleashed chaos. St-Pierre was dropped, battered, and finished. The invincible aura shattered, and critics whispered that the phantom had been exposed. But horror monsters don't die easily. Georges transformed the humiliation into fuel for vengeance. When he returned, he didn't just reclaim his belt. He crushed Serra with methodical brutality, as if punishing him for daring to wound the specter. The haunted champion years passed, and St-Pierre's dominance became something unnatural. He rarely finished opponents anymore, not because he couldn't, but because he wouldn't. He dragged them through 5 rounds of torment, forcing them to feel every second of helplessness. It was like a haunting. His victims left broken, their spirits eroded, their careers never the same. Even when blood streamed down his face against Carlos Condit or Johnny Hendricks, he refused to fall. The phantom could bleed, but he would not die. The return of the shadow. After stepping away, Georges lingered in the shadows of MMA folklore. Many thought the ghost had finally been laid to rest. But in 2017, the horror resurfaced at middleweight. Against Michael Bisping, St-Pierre returned heavier, slower, but the phantom's grip was still unrelenting. He battered the champion, choked him unconscious, and vanished once more into the mist. His legend sealed, his curse fulfilled. The Eternal Nightmare. Georges St-Pierre's UFC career reads like a horror tale. The polite man who became a monster inside the cage, a phantom who stalked his division for years. He was not loud, not violent outside the cage, but once the door shut, opponents stepped into a nightmare they could never wake from. Even now, long retired, his ghost still lingers over the welterweight division, a reminder that the scariest monsters are the ones who smile before they strike.